As this little YouTube channel grows, I'm getting hit up by more and more companies giving me free product, and I've said no to all of them except for when Freewell said, hey, we have a filter system that allows you to combine ND and a polarizer, because the one issue that I had that I could not get past is that camera, that FX6, does not like to use its internal ND and a circular polarizer. And when I had the C70, in the EF to RF adapter, I always had a circular polarizer. So anytime there's exteriors, I could bring back the blue or cut glare off of green trees or through water or the glare on people's skin during interviews. And I cannot use a circular polarizer. There's casting, it messes with the colors. So the way around that is to have a ND and circular polarizer on the outside, and that's what I'm going to test on this one. So this one, I thought I left screw-on filters in the past. I absolutely hate them, but this is like magnetic, so it's like you just kind of pull it on and off. We'll see if that falls and breaks. You can do 6 to 9 stop ND, or if you flip it, then you just get a ND32 with circular polarizer. I'll see how it works. If it doesn't work for me, it can work for someone else, and then I'll just give it away. But yeah, we're growing our little YouTube channel. We're getting free stuff, so this is something that could potentially make a difference, so I hope it does. I've been getting a bunch of messages of people asking when is the next meetup. Well, it's official, September 17th in Dallas, but there's gonna be limited capacity. So that means you have to purchase tickets through the Eventbrite link that's gonna be in the comments. And it is just gonna be a fun night of connection, networking, talking about gear. From all the messages I'm getting, it's basically saying there's a ton of creators who live in the same area but aren't connected. And that's the point of the night. So I'm excited for it. Make sure you get that ticket, because I can't guarantee attendance if you show up on the night of. And I'll see you guys in Dallas. I'm happy with this, and then it's 5:57, and I have a call with Marcelo.
I've never seen it this angle, so there's a lot of things today that you mentioned that I was like mind blown. So you broke a lot of stigmas or thoughts that I had that were kind of fixed, and then you showed me different angles to look at it.
Every time I do a consultation call, I write down details in this notebook, and it's starting to fill up. And I just love hearing how people are doing things all around the world. Right now I have the time to do these, and in the future that might change, but for now this is a really fun way of connecting and sharing all of the knowledge and experiences that I've gone through. I don't think I'd be opposed to solving my cart problem, fitting it into my car, if the solution was get less gear. I think I'd actually be okay with that. If there was just less items I had to bring, if I only had to bring a camera to set, not only do I think my day rate would actually go up, but that solves the whole issue of I have a tiny car and I need a cart that breaks down. And I don't even have that much stuff right now. But if I only had to bring this, I think that would be a good option. It looks like watching all of those HGTV shows finally paid off. I had an inquiry come my way. They wanted to film a home renovation show for their YouTube channel. Now, I don't normally take post-production, and I'm not taking it this time, so I'm letting them know what I can do for them, and that is all of the filming. So here is the invoice. I know this is an archaic way of doing an invoice using Microsoft Word. Let me know what you are using. I hear QuickBooks is a popular option. So whenever I make an invoice, the number is the first day of production. This is gonna be September 5th, so just in a few days. And a little project outline. I know that in the before stages, you always want to do a project goals interview, kind of what you're gonna do, and then go into each room with a walk and talk. Gonna put a gimbal on that one and talk about what's gonna happen in each room, and then clean shots of each room. The exact same process for the after stage. We'll figure out when that's done, when the construction is, and then the project recap, walk and talk, clean shots of the after. Adding in aerial footage, and I just need my 50% balance due before we begin. Some payment terms, and then a method of payment. And that's it. I'm making this job work for me because initially they wanted me to do everything, and as a freelancer you have the ability to say I do this and I don't do that. So this job will be coming up next, and I'm actually pretty excited about it. I'm not sure if I'm gonna use the FX6 on a gimbal or borrow or rent a friend's Alpha series camera and use that the new filters that I got. That might be a perfect use for it. All right, we are finally returning the wrong cable that I ordered, so that's going back to B&H. I got a ton of emails from people asking about the MMA editing position, about 10 people from around the world. So I'm gathering all your info, all your portfolio reels, your websites, picking the best ones and sending it to the promotion. And that is something that comes up during my consultation calls, is people don't have a website reel that has to do with the work that they are applying for or wanting to get. So that is something that I really recommend. If you're trying to market yourself, you need to have the right marketing tools. On the FX6 Mark II, Sony, you need to make these port caps easier to get in and out, because this is so annoying having these out and then where do they fall? So you should be able to just pop them out like you can do on the C70, because this is not ideal. And also make a port cap for this, because you know. So right now, normally I have my cable wrapped this way, but I was seeing maybe if I file it down here, it looks a little cleaner. Not sure. I guess maybe I could go under here. That might clean it up a little bit. But also on the wish list for the FX6 Mark II, I would like a SDI right here and a power port right here. That way I could funnel cables from here to here. And also just make a dedicated EVF, because a lot of people would like that, and it's okay if it's $3,000. At least have an option. Yeah, there's actually a bunch of things I wish we could change on this one. Have the SD card ports angled like on the FX9. You guys already do it on the FX9, but this is so hard to get my finger in and pull these out. Maybe it's because you don't want us using V-mounts, but integrated V-mount plate with ports, that would also be nice. Integrated D-tap on here. I know the red V-Raptor has, I think, 2 of them. There's a bunch of ways this could be better, even for how great of a camera it is. So it's Labor Day and I need to pick up new drone propellers. You remember, mine crashed. It wasn't my fault. I wasn't operating it. But regardless, I need to pick up some new ones. All the businesses are closed. I called this one guy and he said, yeah, business is closed, but you can come to the house and pick them up for me. So we got some new propellers, and then there's still a little bit of swell left from the hurricane. So we're gonna go surfing.